You won't believe what unfolded inside this courtroom. A powerful judge, once feared, once untouchable, humiliated a seasoned attorney in open court. But just minutes later, the tables turned dramatically, and he found himself in handcuffs. What led to this stunning moment will leave you speechless. Before we continue the story, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. And if you enjoy powerful real-life stories like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because tomorrow, we've got another special story you won't want to miss. Now let's dive in. Jasmine Crockett was no stranger to high-pressure battles. Before becoming a congresswoman, she had spent years fighting for justice in the courtroom. First as a criminal defense attorney, standing up for those who couldn't afford a voice, and later as a fierce advocate in politics. But nothing had prepared her for what she was about to face today. The courtroom she entered that morning belonged to Judge Howard Gates, a man infamous for his sharp tongue, erratic rulings, and veiled bias. He wasn't just feared. He was untouchable. The case she brought with her wasn't just another file. It was a powder keg, a high-profile corruption case involving a wealthy real estate developer with deep ties to powerful political circles. The accusations? Explosive, siphoning state funds into private ventures. And Jasmine, appointed special prosecutor, was here to bring the truth to light. But even before she could say a word, the atmosphere turned hostile. Judge Gates barely acknowledged her as she approached the prosecution table. He thumbed through a file, slowly, deliberately, letting the silence stretch. A silence that carried weight. Then he spoke, and his words dripped with disdain. "Miss Crockett, I trust you've brought something worthwhile. Or shall we skip to the part where you waste my time with your theatrics?" Chuckles echoed from the back, mostly from the defense team. But Jasmine? Unshaken. She stood tall. "Your Honor, the evidence speaks for itself. This case involves the misuse of taxpayer money. My job is to present the facts, clearly and accurately." Judge Gates leaned back, feigning boredom. "Taxpayer money, huh? That's never been the basis for baseless accusations before, right?" Jasmine's jaw tightened. Still, she kept her tone measured. "With all due respect, Your Honor, I wouldn't call charges of corruption and fraud baseless." Their eyes met. His cold, calculating. Hers, steady, unflinching. But before she could continue, he cut her off again. "Miss Crockett, spare me the lectures. Get to the point. I don't have time to indulge your progressive fantasies." Murmurs stirred in the gallery. Something was off, and everyone felt it. This wasn't just a judge being tough. This felt personal. Jasmine remained composed. She picked up a folder and opened it. "Your Honor, I'd like to direct the court's attention to Exhibit A. These financial records clearly show." "Do you always bury people in paperwork, Miss Crockett?" he snapped. "Or is this just your way of compensating for a lack of real arguments?" The room tensed. The defense attorney smirked again. But Jasmine didn't flinch. She simply paused, then placed the folder down and clasped her hands. "Your Honor," she said calmly, "if you prefer to keep this personal, I'm happy to request a recess to address any professional concerns you may have." It was subtle but firm. A clear signal. "I won't be intimidated." Judge Gates smirked. "Oh, I don't have concerns, Miss Crockett. I just see a weak case in front of me." The gallery gasped. Whispers. Raised eyebrows. Judges were expected to be impartial. But this was blatant. Jasmine didn't raise her voice. She pressed on. "Then I suppose we should let the evidence do the talking." She presented her next document. Financial data showing clear discrepancies in project funding. But again, he interrupted. "I hate to interrupt your presentation. Truly, I do. But I think we've seen enough numbers for one day." "Your Honor," she replied, "these numbers are the foundation of the case." "Sure," he scoffed. "And yet I see nothing that justifies wasting this court's time." It was clear. He wasn't just dismissive. He was determined to kill the case, before it even began. Jasmine reached for the next page in her file. "Your Honor, I'd like to submit a motion." "Denied." She looked up, surprised. "I haven't even stated the motion." And yet I already know it's going nowhere. The room's tension was palpable. People weren't just watching. They were feeling it. Something was wrong. And Jasmine knew it. Judge Gates wasn't just hostile. He was protecting something. But he didn't know. So was she. Very well, she said. Then let's proceed. She projected a document. A contract between the developer and the city planning office. Then came the twist. She placed another document on the screen. An internal ledger, showing the developer received nearly double the approved budget. Then a third document. A signature. Judge Howard Gates. The courtroom gasped. Jasmine turned to him calmly. It wasn't over. Jasmine turned to the presiding judge's seat. Now empty. To whoever takes over this case, I'd like to submit additional evidence. Because if we uncovered this, there's more. She looked at Lawson one more time. So I'll ask again. Do you want to talk? Lawson exhaled. His defenses crumbling. If I do, I want protection. Jasmine nodded. Then you'd better start talking. And with that, the real reckoning began. Because no one is above the law. Thank you for watching this video. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from, and which part of the video you found the most interesting. We always love hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss more inspiring stories about perseverance, hard work, and the journey of self-discovery. We believe everyone has a story worth sharing. Let's keep spreading these meaningful values together. See you in the next video.